Aloha, friends. I thought I would hop on here and speak about this theme that's very loudly coming into my field, which is support does not equal self-sacrifice. So I'm definitely doing a lot of deep work around my own supporter and in the way that I give support and the way that I receive support. And I just want to speak to this because I just got off 2 back-to-back group calls for facilitators that I'm training to do what I do, to do somatic reparenting. So got off 2 calls in a row of practitioners and therapists and coaches or supporters, people with big hearts of service that are out to serve the world and to serve people. And what seems to be this theme coming through is releasing this old pattern of feeling unsupported that can really show up as this pretty strong protective mechanism in the body. It can, for me, it's showing up like this old disc injury right around my top of my low back, connected to my psoas, all of this stuff. And so allowing yourself for whatever pattern it is that's showing up in your physical body to be released right now, to allow because the mind's going to show you, if you focus on the sensations, right, of what's happening in the body, maybe it's an ache or a pain or a tightness, if you show up to that in a way that is equanimous, in a way that you're not reacting to it, it's going to give you information about where that's from, where that old pattern is from, right? And it's up to us. We can understand it, understand why it's there and where it came from and how it's landed in the body. But what has to happen for us to move into the new thing is for us to reorient to, how can I approach this pain, let's say, differently? How can I approach this pattern, this thing that happens to me differently? And in that, we have to consciously choose. To respond instead of react, to create some level of expansion of our awareness around the thing that feels contracted, and to decide what's the new behavior, right? What's the new behavior, and how can I bring myself into an opportunity that gives my nervous system a new imprint of the thing that I actually want to embody. And so I'll use myself as an example of this old pattern of not feeling supported from the masculine coming up and out in my body. And instead of kind of contracting around this old injury that kind of has come up in my body, understanding that it's just energy that's moving through my body. My physical body is actually trying to hold a higher level of frequency, a new energy. And if I can expand the light of my awareness around the contraction and allow the energy to move through my body instead of, freezing around it or becoming overwhelmed by it or contracting onto the contraction itself, it allows the energy to move. And so if the thing is working through feeling unsupported, the new behavior might be reaching out for support, right? Reaching out for connection. And the new opportunity that I could bring myself into around this, to give myself an imprint of it, is to bring myself into connection where I'm allowing my physical body to receive support, right, from the masculine. So that's just my own personal example. Hopefully that lands for you in some way. And the other piece I wanted to share was that, what's coming up for a lot of people is this really deep lineage work. And I know for me, it's like I can see all the women in my family, the matriarchal line, right? Like really, anytime they've chosen to support, or devote their energy to support the masculine, they completely self-sacrifice. And I can see that that's the thing that has happened, right? And I can choose something different. And so for those of you that are here, you're the cycle breaker, right? You're the one has chosen to be here to disrupt, that pattern in your lineage. I see you. This isn't quick or easy work. And it's really doable. It's actually really possible to keep tending keep going back to the basics so you can tend to your physical body during this time, because what the physical body is trying to do right now is hold new levels of energy. It's trying to hold a higher frequency, and it's so dense, right? The physical body is so dense. It's the thickest form of matter. So we do all this emotional work and energy work and spiritual work, and then the body's the slowest to catch up. So it's a reminder to keep tending to your physical body, go back to the basics, and wherever you can, try to allow the light of your awareness, the light of your consciousness, to create, even if it's just a little bit, some expansion around that old contraction that comes up in your body. I hope this is useful. I felt called to share. It's a theme across the board right now that I'm talking about with a lot of clients. It's something I'm experiencing personally in my body. And yeah, I have a workshop tomorrow, the 26th, 12 p.m. Pacific, for those of you needing some support of how to resolve anxiety and trauma without overwhelm. So for those of you that are really wanting to go deeper, and this is resonating with you, to go deeper into this embodiment work, deeper into somatic therapy, to really understand why we have to address the body and the nervous system to influence the brain and the old stories. You can't do it the other way around. We have to address it through the body. If you're interested in going, deeper into this work, I invite you to that free workshop tomorrow. You can comment the word resolve right under this video, and I'll send you the link for the workshop. Yeah, I wanted to see a comment here. PJLCS, very useful, experiencing severe sudden sciatica. Yeah, totally. So the thing is this old T12 disc injury that's showing up in my system. And so for you experiencing sciatica, right, and if you've experienced it before, notice how you would have reacted to it before, and then notice how you can respond differently to it now. Understanding that the physical body is trying to welcome in a new level of energy and light and frequency. And it kind of has to work its way through the body. And it can be really uncomfortable. And so don't allow the mind, to attach to the old story about why it's there, what it, any of that. Allow yourself to stay moving in whatever ways are safe for your body to move. Get people's hands on you, body work, energy work, self-Reiki is so good. And just, sometimes it's just 1 degree of orientation, 1 or 2 degrees, difference that allows us to reorient to pain or to tension or conditions in the body that maybe in the past would have overwhelmed us, or taken us down, or been extremely, agitating to us. So understand that your body's doing its job. It has your body has so much intelligence to it, you guys. I can't even express how wise the body is. So if it's slowing you down physically for some reason, really get curious about why it's doing that. What's the lesson in me here? Why do I need to be slowed down? What am I not getting? What am I bypassing? What am I not hearing? Right? Because the body's always going to slow you down when your process needs to slow down, when you need to slow down for your physical body to catch up to all of the energetic, emotional, and spiritual work perhaps that you've been doing. It's the slowest, it's the densest. So give your body a lot of grace and a lot of patience during this time. And for those of you that need support, just comment resolve underneath this, and I'll see you tomorrow for my free workshop, how to resolve anxiety and trauma without overwhelm. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Aloha.